Alright, so here's the more pudge side of the Expand Gong 2 event. I'm just going to go through like my bracket, how I did, what I thought about everything, how I thought everything went, how I played, and just stuff like that. So I was in Pool B1. So that pool was first seed Christoph, second seed myself, third seed was Sadauer, but then he got moved. He got moved around because he wasn't able to come due to I think it was Hurricane Margaret or something. That big hurricane that was up in Queensland, he wasn't able to come, which is really sad because I really, really wanted to play him, see how he stacked up against Ignis. Third is Hans. So instead of that, they put Hans in. Third was Hans. Fourth was Imansor. Fifth was Chris G. Sixth was Kelp. Then Ryton. Then Rakek. Then Arctic Fox. So I'm just going to go through quickly and talk about all my sets I played with them. Christoph was really close set. I was doing a lot of like full hop dares, and he was catching a lot of them out with, dash grab. He was just playing around. He would react to the full hop dare and then dash grab me. So I had to mix up play a more grounded game, more bait out his like grabs and sort of jump near away. He was playing it like super, super well. He was on top of me most of the game. We just had like these really weird games, a lot of really dumb SDs, and then Christoph, like it came down to the wire. Like he was at like 180%, I was at like 170, and we were just like so close last stock. And then I back aired him off stage, and he went to I up tilted, and he avoided the up tilt smartly by waiting a bit. But then his finger flicked off the stick, and he neutral bead and Falcon punched in the air. So I won that 2-1 with a very jank SD, and I take those, and I cannot wait till tomorrow until I get the ELO. I'm very excited. I also played Hans, who is Ryu from New South Wales. He did a lot of focus attacks when he landed, so I just sort of grabbed him out of them. I have a lot of trouble with Ryu, but he obviously doesn't play enough Fox to know like how to bait out my bad dash attacks with focus and just punish stuff like that. So he wasn't really he didn't know the matchup as well as the other Ryus and Vic, because he was also the first Ryu I've beaten in 6 months. So yeah, that's a bit of a meme. And then so I beat him 2-0. It was pretty solid. Kelp, he's a Ness main from Newcastle. He's third on their PR. I think it was Witkins Adio. I don't know. Witkins isn't even Newcastle, so it must be like Adio Kelp, someone else. I don't know. Regardless, Kelp is a Ness main from Newcastle. I have a lot of trouble with Ness. I just find him hard to like play around. If you play Ness, hit me up on Twitter and we'll play Wi-Fi's, because I actually need practice for that matchup. I think it's really hard. I think because in the air, Ness does all of his aerials and he wins, and he's really hard to catch. I find it really hard, so I went 2-1 against him. He played like his landings were a bit too obvious, and that's where I sort of caught him out. Like he'd always land with an up air, and so I would just sort of wait right outside the up air range and dash tack him, and then back air him. But I would go for those things, and he'd air dodge, then up air me a lot of the time, and I'd taken a lot of damage from that. So I went 2-1. He had a very good game too. He just shat on me game 2. So that was really scary. And then in Mansour, a Mansour is a Yoshi main from Sydney. Really nice guy. His movement's pretty good, but the main thing that I felt when I was playing him was that I was never really threatened by him. Like I was standing just outside of his range, and he never really, like I was always in the same general area, and I could stay there without fear of like anything. So I just like wait till he whiffs a move, and then dash tack him and get a bunch of hits because I'm Fox. So I had a really basic game plan. It worked against him. He couldn't really adapt to that because he wasn't really punishing that I was just like standing right there. Chris G, he was the Ness main. Oh fuck! I feel so bad because I've forgotten all of these people's names. Okay, yeah. So I'll start again from the bottom. Arctic Fox was the Falcon player. He seemed pretty His disadvantage was a bit bad. He would down air out of a lot of my up air strings, so I just up aired him the whole time and won. Rakek. Rakek. I think Rakek was the Charizard. I played him. I stayed second game first stock at 0% for going for a fair footstool, but it's Charizard. I just up aired him. A lot of these other like low level, not low level players. I think that's a bit rude, but the not seeded players, I won just because I did Fox things and I up aired them basically. If you have a bad disadvantage against Fox, you just get up aired and you lose. So if you're like losing to Foxes all the time, work on your disadvantage. Because if Foxes can't get those crazy like combos, they're just not going to blow you out of the water. So that was my pool. It was pretty easy. I came out first pool, didn't drop a set, which was really awesome. I felt really, really happy after that, even though I sort of janked Christoph out, but we take those. So on to top 48. First round, I got a bye because I was first seed, and then I had to play the winner of 4-par and Leisha Robert. So that was a pretty close game. I helped Leisha a bit with that. I said, he doesn't really know how to deal with gyros, so just chuck a lot of gyros, and then once he gets up to the high percent, just, 50-50 him. And she did that, and she won pretty convincingly the third game. I really didn't want to play 4-par, because, like I said, I hate Ness. And for some reason, New South Wales has, a million Nesses on PR. So I'm glad I avoided that. I ducked that one. I need to turn my phone off. Holy hell. So I'm glad I ducked that one. I had to play Alicia. First game was a bit shaky, but I just did Fox things again. Fox versus Rob can be tough sometimes because he can kill you really early, but if you just avoid the 50-50s by putting out a lot of, hitboxes and staying on top of Robert, they can't really do anything because it's Rob. And if they try and do an aerial out of disadvantage, I can just guess the aerial, and if I get that right, I get 30% from an up air. So it's really tough matchup. Then I had Killy. Killy beat Shrix. Killy beat Shrix, which was crazy. So he must have been playing pretty decently that set. Unfortunately, coming into our set, he was a bit... not a bit lost, but I don't think he was playing his best, which was really sad because he SD'd last game on Lilat and also struggled to sort of keep up with me when my advantage was on. I think my advantage is pretty good, but I think he was just doing a few silly... he was scared of stuff, so he would fall down Nair and I would just, perfect shield and get 40% off of it. So I think I played well that set, but I don't think I played, out of my mind. I seriously could have gotten into Grand Finals looking at this. If I just beaten MM, I think I could have beaten Pazex. Although Pazex was playing a lot better that day. Just coming off of beating Extra, I could beat Boozer. On a good day, I can beat Boozer. Boozer's really good though, so I probably wouldn't have beaten him. Damn, I could have got to Winners Finals. That's crazy. So, MM, I went 2-1 against him. First game, I won. I did it pretty convincingly, but so I was just sort of doing Fox things, just sort of getting a feel for his movement. He was doing a lot of run-in shielding, but I was really scared of grabbing it because I was scared he was going to up me out of shield, so I didn't really grab much. I probably should have mixed up my grabs a bit more, mixed up my pressure and grabs, and I think I could have possibly clutched it out. But Ricky's just really smart. His movement's really good. His mix-ups in neutral as well with his movement are really good. That's why I found the hardest thing to sort of get around is that I would think I know what he's about to do, and then he'd be doing something completely different, so my guess would be totally off. So I was never confident with my reads against him. I'd run in and jump Nair and think, because I think he would do something, his jump Nair out of shield, and I want to catch his jump Nair first. But no, he would just wait and shield, wait for me to do the jump Nair, and then up B me out of shield. So just a lot of good stuff like that. So, I mean, Ricky played really well, really adapted super hard to me, and it just showed. So then I went into losers, where I think I had to verse Luco. Yeah, so I had to verse Luco that round, and he throttled me. So I was doing a lot of really bad dash attacks into him. I was just he was just outmaneuvering me. His basic game plan was, I'm going to avoid these 50-50 situations and just hit me when I whiff anything. And I'm not even going to play the 50-50s, and I'm just going to play super patient. I could not play around that. I started to play a bit more patiently and play a more grounded game, but then I sort of lost that as well. So I think Luco played really well. I think his movement was awesome. I played okay. I was a bit scared. I was a bit nervous. I was on stream. I usually don't get nervous on stream. Like, I usually, bump my head and I just sort of get into it. But unfortunately, I sort of let it get to me. Duon coached me. He actually helped a lot. He said a lot of useful things that sort of got me back focused in the second game, but I couldn't clutch it out. So, great work on Luca. That's where my run ended. And I would have had to verse Shrix. I wish I got to verse Shrix. I think that would have been sick. But, unfortunately, I didn't. So, yeah. That was my run. So I'm gonna, I feel pretty good. I came 9th, along with everyone else. I'm gonna do like quick shout outs. I really, I hate doing shout outs because I always forget people, but I'm gonna go through basically the after party people. So I'll start with Sydney people. it was awesome playing you. Luco, it was awesome playing you. I think you guys are awesome. Baker, it was good finally seeing you. Thriller Gorilla, I haven't seen you in ages, so it was good seeing you. Hans, I really enjoyed playing. It was also seeing you. You're a dog for ditching the after party. I hate you. Bussy, you stole my hat. I hate you. I hope you die. You're banned from Ballerina, Melbourne, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're banned from all of them. You can't come. Who else? I'm just going to go through bracket and look at Pazex. It was awesome seeing you. I love Pazex. He's chiller. He dresses really nice. He has a lot of good fits. And his colour composition for his fits are really good as well. Like a nice use of like yellows and pinks. A bit dangerous, but it works. So good on him. Waveguard, it was really cool hanging with you. Waveguard is really quiet. Like, I don't talk with Wave much, but when I do, I always enjoy it. So it's really cool. Shrix, fuck Shrix 2017. Get that trending. Hashtag fuck Shrix 2017. I don't like Shrix. Screw you, dude. Man, it was really cool hanging out with you, but I hate you. You played well. And your character's a lame-o. I'm not going to shout out any of the Vic people. You know I love you. Josh, Jash, Sam, everyone. I love you all. You're the best people ever. Shout to my girlfriend, though, for real. She was mad stream monstering me, supporting me. You know, messaging me before my games on stream. I don't, whenever I get nervous, I get like, I think, but then, she messages like, good luck, do your best, and, it fires me up, it makes me want to do well, so I really enjoy that. Dens, you played out your mind. I'm really glad we both got 9th. I feel like we're on the come up. Let's fucking clutch it out together. Pojalico, we've got Agnes, Snugs. Shame Snugs came as 9th at another major. He seems to have trouble performing at majors. Maybe next time we'll see how he does. And yeah, copped it, unfortunately. Carter copped it. We got the team kills. Zetman lost to Shrix. Shrix just went through and just destroyed us. It was so upsetting. So yeah. Jeez, I wish we played friendlies. You offered to play friendlies. I should have taken that because I thought, I'll play him another time. But we didn't get to. I really wanted to play you. It sucks. Oh well. Killy. I think Killy's an awesome dude. Get Twitter, Killy. Get Twitter, man. I really want you to get Twitter so we can interact more online. Mr. L, it was awesome, meeting you. It was awesome having you at the after party. I think you're a real cool dude. And the buffet was awesome. Shout out to the buffet crew. Buffet was awesome. Shout out to Seymour pissing in some lady's yard. Dumbass. Dr. Anus. Oh, he copped Kaido. That's rough. Kaido knows the matchup really well. Shout out to seeing Duck again. I'm glad he's back at events. I hope he gives Sydney people a lot of good Fox practice. Glacier, we didn't really react. This is funny as I was playing my set with Ricky and Glacier just comes up and takes my bag of soy crisps mid-set and runs off with them and starts eating them. He has the exact same bag of soy crisps, but they were lime. But he didn't realise that he'd eaten my soy crisps, the bastard. It's fine. It was just funny, I thought. Seymour, I love you. You're my favourite Queenslander. Every time I go out of state, Seymour is just there, and it's just the funniest time ever. Seymour literally makes the events after parties for me. He's the best. Christoph, it was really cool seeing you. I really want to get another set with you because I feel like if we're both on point, it would be a much, better set. I feel like I was playing decently, but I feel like you were sort of having a bit of trouble because, it was just goose. It was just odd. So I really want to play another set with you. I don't know who FT is. Fourpa, yeah, I already shouted out Fourpa. Fourpa's the name. Trojans, love Trojans. That guy's a fucking legend. Pat's just really real chiller. Just always fun to hang out with. I haven't really said anything about Thorpe Nato, even though I've been sucking his brother off all day. But yeah, Thorpe's a great guy. Thorpe Nato is just like funny, just chill. Really loved him. Quen, it was awesome hanging out. It was awesome hanging out at the Dicey Riley's pub with all the ACT people. 8 was a really cool dude as well. He makes these crazy bird noises. I didn't talk to Scarp. I wish I'd played more with Scarp. I need to practice with him. Yeah. There's so many people that I'm just like totally missing out on. But it was awesome seeing all you, Chris. I was awesome seeing Dan. Crabs, meeting all the Kill D people, Crabs, seeing Dr. Ellis again was really awesome. I'm really happy. Because I met the Kill D people, I felt a lot more enticed to go to Queensland now. So that's the main reason I'm going to Queensland. Yeah, I'm missing out on so many people. I'm so sorry, but just know that it was really, really awesome meeting everyone there. I had awesome chills. After party was lit. We went to Gong and then Dicey Riley's and then #FreeBussy2017 came around. I'm not going to talk about that here, but it was a crazy night. It went from like the most tame, like just chill night to like the dumbest night ever in the span of like 20 minutes. It was so bad. Anyway, it was awesome. I loved Expand Gong. I can't wait till Expand Gong 3. I'm really glad we showed up. Peace to the Middle East. I'll see you all later.